Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and once again it is time for a max effort upper day. But a quick reminder for those of you who watch these videos, please remember to click like down below, be greatly appreciated. Alright, today we went with the floor press. I know I've been doing a lot of the classic lifts coming up for Worlds. I also need to be very worried about overuse, particularly in a small calorie deficit at the moment. So I decided to floor press, again, just to be careful of overuse. I ended up getting 345 on the wider grip, which is a PR. I know I got a little more. I got 350 on a closed grip a while back when I was doing closed grip, but wide grip, I think my best PR was 10 pounds lighter than that. It was obviously a bit of a grind, but it was smooth, it was clean, we got it. So afterwards, I decided to go ahead and do some floor pressing because I get a lot of carryover out of this. And, you know, the first set was a little but the next two sets I felt like I was really explosive, got a lot of pauses on the floor, just drove it through hard. So it improved quite a bit. And I do think I want to work floor press quite a bit after Worlds, particularly since I'll be able to grow a little bit again. I'm probably not going to do the 198 again next year. I'm going to do 220, so I don't have to worry about these crazy water cuts. I will still need to get leaner, ideally, to give myself wiggle room for body composition. So I feel like, though, floor pressing is going to be really useful for me on my way to a 405 bench. Right, really useful for me. Oh, and for the record, I put one of my clients up just exploding a 405 bench. It's not his lifetime max, that's why. On Instagram earlier, for those who want to see it. Again, you know, I get people who are like, oh, you can coach the squat and deadlift, but your guys can't bench. I'm like, well, there you go. Guy's about 205, doing a 405, not even a true max, just exploding it. So there you go. Let's not pretend I don't know how to coach people on these different lifts. All right, in keeping with what I've been doing with pull-ups, we rotated grips again. And I may do some overhand grip coming up here also, but I've been doing a rotation of closed grip, medium grip, wide grip every workout on these neutral grip pull-ups. Again, we're avoiding overuse. We're limiting to 3 sets. I'm not doing pull-ups on my off days. And I think by doing it this way, we limit ourselves to 12 sets a week. That handles all my lat work. Handles most of my bicep work, good chunk of my grip work. I've been throwing in a few hammer curls here and there because if we're going to do curls, I would rather do hammer. You know, and that's also come up too, you know, when people have asked, why don't you do any supine stuff? For the same reason Matt Winning does it. I think that Matt's right on that one. It's based on my observations. It's based upon things I've seen surgeons and everything say. Supine grip movements, particularly as you get older, are just a bicep tear waiting to happen. They really are. That includes chins, curls. I've gone away from it, and quite frankly, we don't even have real evidence that a supine grip grows bigger biceps than a neutral grip does. We don't actually have evidence of that. We know the neutral grip will work more radial brachialis and stuff, which we need. And you guys see my radial brachialis has gotten pretty good size when I reach down to grab dumbbells and stuff. People can see it. So basically just 6 sets of multi-joint movements after the max. Did 3 sets of floor press, 3 sets of pull-ups. Everything else is single joint exercises. We did 4 of them today. You know, keeping in mind this isn't my only upper body work because we do pull-ups and things on the lower days at the moment. But we do get a lot more volume, of course, on dynamic effort day because I'm doing 12 sets of speed benching. So there's definitely more volume there. But what I'm doing right now, I think most of my movements, other than very specific movements, I'm going to limit myself to 2 or 3 sets per exercise. And I think with some of these little smaller movements where we're using multiple exercises, sometimes like this, doing just 2 really good quality sets is enough because it gives me 6 total sets for delts. Every one of them work very different angles and emphasis. All of them work muscles besides the delts. And we've covered that. I've done videos discussing that. I've discussed it in the past. The front raise is a pectoral exercise. I saw just another study come out last week confirming the same thing I've been telling you guys on it, that even the one of the PhDs reviewing it was kind of surprised that there was that much pec activity on the front raise, but we've always seen that. And it makes sense. It is a chest exercise, not just a delt exercise. So it works multiple muscles, you know. The lateral raise works all three heads of the delt thoroughly, and the upper traps, and of course the rear delt flies works your entire upper back and side delts, right? So that's what I'm doing. And on these, I added a couple pounds. I put some microplates on. We took these up to 30s, and I still hit really good reps. I think my best set, I got 12 on the front raise, 13 on the laterals, and 18 on the rear delt flies. I'm strongest on the rear delt flies, obviously stronger there. And then we managed to get 50 reps, and I think one of the sets I squeezed out an extra rep or two. Managed to get 50 sets on all 6 sets with this particular band. So we're in a pretty good place in terms of these band press downs. But at this point, they're just about volume for me. Volume, volume, volume. Volume, volume, volume. So why do we do them? You guys know that. Tendon health. Yes, it helps with tricep size. You know, and we could argue it's not a lengthening position movement, so it doesn't have the same hypertrophic potential, but I think that is made up for with the fact that we get an overspeed eccentric. Okay, I do believe it helps quite a bit with lockout because of the nature of it on the benching. But like I said, next phase I can always throw in some other extensions, some JM presses, stuff like that. But going into worlds, I don't feel like at this point I'm going to build much more tricep right now. So I want to just keep the tendons healthy, and I don't want to risk straining anything. Okay, I need to keep the strength I have, but I do want to continue to work on the tendon health and things, which this does bring to the table. All right, work capacity, tendon health, all those things. But again, my tricep strength has definitely gone up as a result of these. And like I said, next phase, we get done with this, you know, we may work in more JM presses and extensions. All right, we might do that. But training volume is going to be kept moderate like this, I think, indefinitely, like what you're seeing right now. And I'm just going to work GPP. I'm going to take my own advice. The advice I give you guys in videos that I don't take. The advice I give my clients. You know, we don't need crazy high volumes. We just need good optimal volumes. In fact, we could argue we don't need optimal volumes. We just need to see good gains, maybe with a little optimization for our weak points, and just 100% consistency. All right, that's how we play the long game. It's how we avoid overuse. It's how we still get big, we still get strong. And then anything else we do needs to be GPP. Needs to be GPP. And I'm going to be doing a lot of that in coming phases. I'm even looking right now at eventually getting a big tractor tire. I found a way to get some. It's just a matter of getting them transported to me. Even to have a tractor tire to flip in the yard. But it's going to be prowler work, weighted carries, all that stuff. Right? We're going to get very serious into the GBP again. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys next time.